Hey everybody, Marshmallow here. Today I will be making another chainsaw video because the last one I made had no voice audio. Uh, let's start with my gears. It's basic injury mill. It's pretty decent. It's not the best, but it works. You got the Reaper Scythe, the combat boots with triple sprint, kick cooldown, and walk speed. The walk speed is very important, as well as the triple sprint. Instead of like, you don't necessarily have to have kick cooldown, but like if you were to get jog or dodge cooldown on boots, that'd be perfectly fine as well. Using the Forsaken Torn arm wraps with the joggers with the double sprint, incoming HP, and walk speed. This would probably be the hardest piece for you to get. Like a perfect one would be like a triple sprint, walk, HP, incoming, or like a sprint, speed, cooldown, jog, walk, health, and incoming damage, or even dodge cooldown, to be honest. And then next up we have my chest piece. You don't necessarily need to have an armor piece. I personally don't even I don't really care about the armor part. It's not really important to me. I just have it because of the high HP with threshold and recovery, and it's a super cheap piece. I think I bought this for like 20k, and with the 22 incoming I have the 75 incoming that I need, so like I'm not stressing too much about it. Like when armor breaks, I don't even like worry about it because I'm so used to playing with the leather jacket to where I'm not like, oh no, my armor broke, I have to go back and repair it, or I'm gonna take more damage. And then the Reaper Skull, not everybody will have this piece, but it is a very good piece. As you can see, it is an event item. Most people would be using a Forsaken Torn face bandages in place of the Reaper Skull, but with that, personally, it's a little harder to hit that 75 incoming damage reduction with the two Forsaken pieces. However, if you don't have the Reaper Skull or you don't have a decent chainsaw headgear, the Forsaken Torn the Forsaken Torn face bandages is the way to go for the highest DPS. So we have my injury mill with the 3.29 body damage with a 34.7 attacks per second, 132 attack speed. I think with the face bandage you'd be like at 150, 160-ish, somewhere around there. Wait, no. Yeah, 150, 160-ish, I think. And then you have that 258 mutated from the Reaper Scythe along with the Reaper Skull. My Reaper Scythe gives 75 and my Reaper Skull gives 74, I believe. So that's already 150, and then the rest of my gears give me the remaining 100%. 75 incoming with a 197 HP. 41 threshold doesn't seem like much, but this actually allows me to hit tentacle bosses without flinching every other second. I run immune system and thick skin. From my experience, a lot of chainsaw builds struggle with movement speed. So as you can see, my sprint cooldown is a bit low. With this low sprint speed, decent duration, high walk speed. The reason why this is so hard to get is because you would have to run perfect pants, as I mentioned earlier, with a pretty good stat stick. So like you would have sprint speed, cooldown, incoming HP mutated, which can be pretty pricey. And then you have that 63 dodge cooldown with the 21% kick cooldown. These two are pretty important regardless of what build it is. With the kick cooldown, it's especially important if you have the kick stun chainsaw build. However, I don't, that's why I'm not too stressed about it. 63 cooldown is pretty, you dodge a lot. From what I've seen, you dodge pretty often, so it's pretty good to have. So you gotta get those quick reflexes. Alright, with that said, let's get right to it. Okay. So Scythe Hysteric, from my experience, you can't use chairs because you can swing over the chairs. Like you can't orbit them around the chairs. So you have to use your cornering, the couches and whatnot, like tables and chairs. No, not chairs. Tables and couches. And counters. To get around his sights. Because you cannot backpedal a scythe boss. Oh, just like that. You will get hit. Because the range is extremely far. Let's see, where's he at? So you want to lure to a corner. See if I can get this right. And you want to be a little bit farther back so that he doesn't necessarily reach you, but you can reach him. Just like that. You want to hit him at like max range, I guess you could say. So like, hold that body back. As I was saying, you can reach him, but he can't really reach you at the corners. Oh, and you have to have the right angle on it. So like, it has to be standing this way, and you have to be standing like way over here for it to work. Oh. Touch on that way. Just like that. Sometimes it could be a little long, but whatever works, right? Okay, twins are fairly easy. With the walk speed you have, all you really gotta do is just wait for her to spit, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. So when she spits, she's stationary, and her spits fly from her left shoulder. So when you rotate, you want to rotate right while you're cutting her leg. So you just continuously chainsaw her leg while you're rotating right in front of her, and you will be able to deleg her with like 1 or 2 rotations. So I'll show you guys how to do that right now. Let me get a good positioning first. Start right here, spit, spit, spit. Just like that. You probably want a higher DPI when you play chainsaws, so that you can deleg twins in that fashion, because you have to be able to maintain target while you're rotating at a pretty fast pace. That you just pick her off. Very easy. It's pretty straightforward too. So basically what you do is you just get her attention, drag her to a point where there's like no zombies to trap you, and then as soon as she spits, you run up to her, aim for her left leg, and just rotate towards your right. Or whatever leg comes forward when she spits. Alright, so this is a tentacle twin. If you don't have the threshold, this would be a little hard, a little complicated. But same tactic. As long as you have the threshold, as I mentioned earlier, you would basically use the same tactic as before. You just wait till she spits, run up to her, rotate to the right. Oh, yeah, 1 or 2 rotations as I said earlier. Oh, just try not to get stuck like that. Oh, yeah, she was like 2 hits away from being legged, but as you can see, I didn't get stunned from her tentacles. So threshold is pretty important, and as I said, the armor piece is pretty cheap, so just kind of look on the market, see what you can find. No, these zombies. Okay, the Reaper. Hardest boss in the hardest room that everybody hates. So the Reapers, how you want to fight him is you want to wait till he jumps, and then you backpedal him. I'll show you guys how to do that right now. With the walk speed, with high enough walk speed, you should be able to back him just like this. If you walk too fast, what you could do is you could backpedal, and you walk diagonal, which I'll show you guys right now too. If he starts standing up and biting you, then just book it. Like turn around and book it. And if you hear him scream, just dodge. Try to avoid his jumps. That's what HP is that. And then his like 5 bites did 40 damage to me, but that's what you guys what I mean by if you're walking too far. You want to walk diagonal so that you can catch up. So you see how I'm tapping left and right as I'm walking backwards? And so that I'll slow down so that he can catch up. Just like that. If he's hitting you while you're backpedaling, that means he's caught up to you and he's gonna keep hitting you. So in that situation, just turn around and run. And like I was saying earlier, if you're walking too fast and he's falling behind, walk diagonal to make your back walk a little bit slower, giving him time to catch up. Okay, for spitters, personally I like to clear the room because they walk so slow that eventually they'll just group up with all of the zombies. And once that happens, it becomes very difficult to kill a spitter. Because not only are you dealing with the boss, you're dealing with all the extra mobs that are around her as well. So just kind of clear the room a little bit before you start killing her. The best course of action, in my opinion. Oh, I hate these irradiateds. Have to watch out about getting shotgun too. So you want to dodge it or like just walk back and forth when she spits. That chainsaw for like 4 seconds. For now, I'll run back in. Just like that. Alright, so that was the chainsaw video. Sorry if I didn't cover any of the topics that you might have needed. If there is anything I missed that you would like to know about, definitely shoot me a message on Discord, and I will do my best to explain how to deal with that situation. So I realized that I hadn't gone over my stats in the beginning, but you want to get that sprinter, toughness, quick reflexes, aim for the heart. Lumberjack, hunter, jogger, not necessarily needed, but it's pretty helpful. Thick skin, immune system, reloading for that walk speed, medic, and looter. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully it helped you guys a little bit. This is just a guide for beginners. So yeah, good luck and thanks for watching. Peace.